Hey YouTube, Mr. Rampro here again, and we're doing the white towel reviews today. I've done a couple here. This one here will continue along the same lines as the one before it, the Cold Steel Fin Bear, and for size comparison we'll throw those out there. I consider these to kind of be close to the same. This one here is the Cold Steel Kobun Tanto tip. I do think that this would be a fairly decent utility knife, possibly a solid full-tanged deployment knife or something like that for somebody. I just want to do a quick overview before I use it. This will be used in bushcrafting and stuff like that, just to see what it's got, you know. So, without further ado, let's knock out some of these features real quick. And I will throw out, I know this is complete opposite comparison, but just for size, there's your Para 2 Spyderco. In the sheath, there's the Fin Bear, and in the sheath, which seems to be excellent so far, there's the Kobun. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, Kobun, I guess I am. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the Securex sheaths. It's pretty much, it's not Kydex or anything, but it's extremely hard plastic. Got a clip here that looks like it's quite possibly adjustable / replaceable. You know, if something were to happen to it, it looks like you could probably pop it out of there. Oops, sorry. Pop it out of there and replace it if you needed to. And this is just an overview. I want to start doing my reviews where after I use them for a while, so we'll label this an overview. Blade definitely seems to be lightweight for what it is. It really is a lightweight blade. There's not a lot of heft behind it, it doesn't feel like. So I would definitely say that this would, I don't think it'll do very good in a bushcrafting little scenario just because of that. Usually the heavier blades work a little better. I've been using this Cold Steel Roach Belly. It's an extremely lightweight blade, but I don't baton with it because of the tip or anything like that. I would say that you could probably do that with this because of that thick Tanto tip. But just in the sheer chopping ability, there's not a lot of weight behind it. There's definitely some heavier blades out there. In all honesty, you could probably compare these two as far as weight, and let's go ahead and do that. That's your BK11. Let's see what we got on it. Okay, with the wood handles, 3.2 ounces. And 4.6. Okay, so you got a little bit more there, but to me in hand they don't feel too much different. But of course look at your size too. So you do have an extremely thin handle. I would say that most likely, other than like a instead of a bushcraft knife, I think that this might lend itself to like a light duty tactical or like a deployment knife. I like calling them. I've been on a couple of deployments myself, and I know these guys that are out here. This seems to me something you could use to open your MREs. You could cut open your canvas bags with. You could do whatever you needed to out in the field with this knife, I think, and be fine with it. I don't necessarily know how good it would be as a fighter. I don't necessarily know too much about knife fighting myself, but I think that you would probably be alright with it. Of course, if you're in a knife fight, you're already kind of, I don't want to say SOL because you're definitely not, but you're in a hard situation anyways. And I think that any knife that would be difficult. I think that, you know, going off of looks and shape doesn't really say that that's a good fighting knife or not. But I've had that question asked on a couple other blades, so I just wanted to toss that out there. I do think that the sweep of the blade is extremely nice. It looks extremely fast. It really does. It looks like a quick little blade to get in, kind of do what you needed to do with. And that's not a bad thing at all. I think the sheath seems like it has some good tie-down points for your 550 cord attached to your gear and stuff like that, to your backpacks, stuff like that. I think that it would definitely be secure enough to hold upside down on your flak jacket or your they don't even use that gear anymore. I'm trying to think of what they use now. But whatever your little, I was going to say H harness, but whatever you use for the rigs now in the military, I would definitely think that it would be fairly secure in that. I would not recommend hooking this to your gear with this little thing other than just some light duty yard work or something like that. I think that that clip will probably break in time and not really be worth anything, so I would probably lash it down just to get some good, you know, positive security on that sheath. It does seem to be extremely waterproof. There's no drain hole in the bottom of it, so you could definitely do that yourself. You could even take an awl or something like that out of your Leatherman and just drill a hole in it. You could probably do that yourself with this knife here. Might be a pain in the butt, but you could probably do it. I think I would definitely improve it with that. Overall, it seems like it's fairly durable plastic. These rivets seem like they're holding it together fairly well. You have a little split here with the knife in. So, I'm guessing that's just your adjust on your tension. You know, if you wanted to, you could probably even heat it up and get that a little tighter if you wanted to. Overall, I think it'll be a decent light-duty camp knife. I don't necessarily think, I think I would put it probably in the same role as I do these. So I don't know that I would put it in any heavier of a task. Other than that, I would definitely like to hear comments on guys that have used this for something other than that. I think that you could definitely go further if you needed to. It does have full tang construction, so I think that it would be a little bit sturdier and stuff like that. Your blade stock is, shoot, twice as thick. So it is going to do a little more than these. My personal role, I wouldn't do anything, extreme with it. I do think that it could probably support that, though, like I said. So this is just kind of an overview. Like I said, I'll definitely do a review on this thing when the time comes and I've used it enough to feel like that I can give you guys a good, honest review on the thing. So let me know what you guys have for information, kind of how it's working for you, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot, guys.